Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag's technology tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to install Graylog on Ubuntu 22.04 LTS step-by-step process we'll just provide here. So first thing is that, what is Graylog? So you know that Graylog is the powerful security information and event management solution, that is a SIEM solution, offering a robust log analytic platform that simplifies the collection, search, analysis, and altering alerting of the all types of machine generated data. So mainly you can say that all the data, all the logs, it will just gather, and it will especially designed to capture data from the diverse sources, allowing you to centralize, secure, and monitor your log data. So there is a cyber security function such as what are the data, what are the functions you can use. So data aggregation, then security data analysis reports and dashboard will be there, and correlation and security event monitoring, forensic analysis, incident detection and response, real time event response and alerting console, threat intelligence, user entity behavior analysis, and IoT compliance management. So there are the 8 steps. We'll go through that. First, we'll install the JDK, and then Elasticsearch. Then for the database, we'll just use the MongoDB and install the Graylog, and we'll use the engines as a reverse proxy. Then we'll access the Graylog web interface, and here we can see how to add the client, Ubuntu client, just Linux client to the Graylog, all the accessing the log, and last option is that, so Windows client for the Graylog. So step by step we'll go through that, and I have created server in VMware. So let me access this one. So let me check the IP. So IP is 192.168.224.134. So I'm going to access this IP. SSH DPT 192.168.224.134. Okay, I'm going to use the sudo user. So now I'm in root user. First step is that we'll update the local packages. So sudo apt update. So update is going on. So meanwhile, go through that. First, we'll install the OpenJDK. So this is the command for the install the OpenJDK. I'm using the OpenJDK 11 for that. Let it finish. Yeah, near about the finish. So OpenJDK. After that, we'll just use the Elasticsearch. So we're going to Elasticsearch public key to the apt, and then we'll source to the source list D. Okay, completed. Now I'm going to install the OpenJDK. So OpenJDK installation started. There is one more step is there. So OpenJDK JRE headless one, headless Y. This Y means you don't have to give the permission. Already you are giving the yes permission, so automatically it will install. So once installed, it will confirm. You will confirm the Java version. So this is the command for the checking the Java version. Okay, now I'm going to run this one. Okay, so now I'm checking the Java version. So that's the command is Java minus VRSI1. So I'm running with the OpenJDK version 11.0.24. Okay, so next I'm going to add the install the Elasticsearch. So first I will add the GPG key. So this is the command to execute and running the GPG key. So add it. Next to add the Elasticsearch resource to the list D. So I'm going to use this one. Okay. So 7 stable version I'm added there. Now I'm going to update the packages. Okay. Now I'm going to install the Elasticsearch. So sudo apt install Elasticsearch. So Elasticsearch installation is started. Near about completed. So we have a size of 326 MB of archive, and when it will be unzip or extract, so it will be around 551 MB additional disk space will be used. So Elasticsearch installation is completed. Now let me start the Elasticsearch. So sudo systemctl start Elasticsearch. So first time we are starting the Elasticsearch, so it will take some time. So we did the start Elasticsearch. Next, we will enable the Elasticsearch. That will check the status Elasticsearch running successfully or not. So after doing that, we will just configuration for the cluster name. So I'm giving the cluster name the Graylog. So these are the line we have to add into the Elasticsearch YML file. So step by step process is given that if you go through the step by step, you are not getting error in any step, then you will be doing the success process and you will get the success output. So Elasticsearch is started. Now let me enable Elasticsearch. Okay. Now check the status. So Elastic is running successfully. You can see here, this is the output with all the data. So now I'm going to edit the Elasticsearch YML file. So nano plus etc Elasticsearch Elasticsearch YML. Okay. So here in the cluster name, we'll just give this one. Cluster name Graylog action auto create index false. Okay. So Graylog false, exit Y. So save the file and close the restart daemon along with the Elasticsearch service. So I'm going to restart the daemon and I'm going to restart the Elasticsearch. So restart it done. Now you can send the GET request to your node using the curl command tool to view the detailed information about the Elasticsearch. So Elasticsearch is running with a port 9200. So you can use the curl command of this and you can check the detailed information about the Elasticsearch. So let it restart. So after that, we'll just install the MongoDB. So MongoDB is the NoSQL database. So we'll use that database. Okay, restart is completed. Now let me get the detailed information. So you can able to see the cluster name Graylog, cluster UID is this, the version is 7 point is something, and minimum and tagline for search. So this is the Elasticsearch mainly we are using for the searching. Now next we'll go to install the MongoDB server. So in the Graylog server, the MongoDB database store configuration information and the user data. Whatever the data will be there, it will restore there. And the latest version of Graylog required the MongoDB 5 or 6 release. So we are adding this one. This one 6. Okay, edit. Now next add the MongoDB repository to the source list. So I am adding the MongoDB repository to the source list. We are using here MongoDB org 6. So added. So MongoDB is added into the source list. Now I'm going to update the packages. So apt update. Now we'll use the install the MongoDB database server. So using sudo apt install MongoDB -org. I'm using the yes. So installation is started. So it will take around 514 MB to additional disk space. So progress is there 3%. Okay, installation is done. So after installation, we'll just verify the version install of the MongoDB. So same command mongo desert version. So we are using the version 6.0.17. So MongoDB installation. Okay. Now we are going to start the so MongoDB just now installed, so not automatic install upon the installation. So start the MongoDB. So sudo systemctl MongoDB. So MongoDB started. Now check the status. So MongoDB is working fine. So you can able to see the green, the active and running means MongoDB running fine. Okay. So next. Now additional will enable the MongoDB service to auto start on boot. Whenever the system will reboot, automatically MongoDB will be start. With the MongoDB database server installed, the next step is install the Graylog server. So now I'm using the install the Graylog server. So download the Graylog Debian packages. So latest repository packages I'm going to download. Okay, download is completed. Now run the dpkg command to run the package. So we'll use the sudo dpkg -i install and Graylog package Debian packages. So now I'm going to update the system. So apt-get update. Okay. So finally, install the Graylog server as follows. So we'll just use sudo apt install graylog server -y. So Graylog server is downloading Graylog from the Graylog organization. There, yeah, I'm using the 6.0. So server installation is completed. So we have done up to this. Once you have installed the Graylog server, you need to generate a secret, secure user password and the encrypted password for the admin user. So we'll use this command. Keep this code. Next, I'll generate the password. admin@123. So this is the password. That one the key. So when type the password or the hit the enter. So this is completed. Now I'm going to copy and paste the password of the Graylog configuration file. So there's a secret password and root password sh2. So open the uh, now we need secret password. So there is a space for the secret password. Just insert the secret password, this one. Okay. Now go to the bottom. You will find the root password sh2 sh2. So here I'm putting this password. So both the password is inserted. Now I'm going to the next documentation. So this part is done. Now I'm going to search the HTTP bind address. So that will be the 9000. So Windows W for the search bind address. I'm just opening this one. So I'm to uncomment that one. Next, Elasticsearch. I'm going to add this one, or you can modify the above one. So Elasticsearch is done. Next, MongoDB URL. So MongoDB default port, I'm going to insert that one 27017. That is the default port running with the MongoDB. So I'm just inserting that one. Graylog is my the document name. So Control Y X. Yeah. So now just reload the daemon. Now I'm going to start the Graylog server. So sudo systemctl start Graylog server. So click on enter. Now you can check the status of the Graylog server. So this is active and running. Next. So started. So that's the status we have seen. Now consider the enabling to the Graylog server for the system boot. So whenever the system will restart, so automatically the Graylog server will be start. So next, configure the engines as a reverse proxy. So Graylog act as a front end and does not require the web server. So if you are running with the 9000 port, then not required. So you can configure the web server for the 80 port instead of 9000 port with the Graylog listener, and we'll do that. So here we'll just install the engines web server. So after installation, just what we'll do, we'll just create the virtual host for the Graylog config. So this is the command. The installation of engines is quite easy. So I'm creating this one and just paste the below code. This is the virtual uh, host. We're creating the virtual host. So there is a server listening port is the 80 and server name Graylog example organization. I'm giving the local host is 9000. Proxy will be there and I'm just is listen with the. So this is also completed. Now test the engines. So syntax is okay and successful. In case if you are getting error, so getting the test failed, then there is a process. You can remove this one and it will work. So we are not getting error, so leave this part. So all looks good. Enable the engines virtual host file. So the enabled. So the graylog.config is copied to the site enable. Okay. So link to the site enable. So now I'm going to remove the default one, default configuration, and I'm restarting engines. Check the status, running or not. Yeah, active and running. Next, to access the Graylog in web browser, just put the IP address. So IP address, I'm just copying the IP address from here. Just run this one. So Graylog is opening there, and now you can put the username and password. So username is admin, password is admin @123. So click on sign in. So welcome to Graylog. You can able to see the your Graylog is configured successfully. Okay. Now in the search we are not able to get any message from any log, means we're not getting message log from the any other server. So next part is that how to add the Ubuntu client to the Graylog. So I need the one more server. So first log into the Graylog and web browser and navigate to system input. So here I'm going to system, there is a input, click on the input, select input, and here just check with the code and system UDP. I'm just selecting the system UDP and I'm just going through the default configuration. If you want the configuration, set the port, then you can change the port, bind address if you want, then other things if you want to change. So here I'm going to the default. So system UDP, and a new input, title, log UDP. I'm giving the name UDP for the, I'm checking with the Ubuntu. So port number 514 is the default port. I'm going through the same port. I'm not changing anything. Time zone. For the testing purpose, I'm going to change. Okay. So click input. So running and message receive. You can see the 0 bytes. So nothing is received till now. Now I'm going through the second virtual machine. So I have one more virtual machine. So this is a second virtual machine. Check with the IP address. So IP address is 135, 192.168.224.135. So same IP address I'm going to connect. 192.168.224.135. So dpt my user sudo su. So this is my second Ubuntu server. So IP address is 135 and this one IP address is 134. So 135 will be accessible from the 134. And if you are using the firewall, then I will just let you know how to access from the firewall. So here, next, install the syslog client if machine. If not installed, this is already installed in Ubuntu. So let me check. So syslog is already the newest version, so no need to install, and the install is zero newly installed. So okay, now I'm going to the syslog file. This folder I'll create one dot client dot for the testing purpose. So open this one and here is the template code for the Graylog. I'm using SIEM IP address is there. IP address, you put your IP address, Graylog IP address and port number, whatever the port you accessing. So same thing is you do that. Enter. Now restart the Graylog server. Okay, not a Graylog, syslog. Syslog service. So I'm restarting the syslog service. Service is restarted. Now go to the search menu. Now go to the search menu. See, you can able to see the log we are getting from the 135 server. You can able to check. See, we are started to receive the logs. Okay, so don't go through the time. So you can time will be changed. So just click on log. You can get the some information regarding that log. Okay, so this is for the Ubuntu server. Now, if you are using the Windows server, so add the Windows server to Graylog. So for that, you can use the see something like that Graylog server running and reachable Graylog input configure for the receiving log and nxlog or winlog bit installed on the Windows system for log forwarding. So I'm using the nxlog. So let me download the nxlog. So nxlog community server. Click on download. So here you can see in the bottom there is a community edition. See community edition is there. So click on download. No thanks, just start my download. So nxlog is downloaded. Now install the nxlog. So nxlog installation is completed. Okay. So now next we'll go to the configuration file, nxlog configuration file. So there is a configuration file. So right click on the configuration file and just open in Notepad. So here in the last we'll change as per our requirement. So configuration collecting event log. So delete this one. Okay. So this part is completed. Now output. So what is my IP address? So I'll change the IP address 168.224.134. Okay. So this is my host IP address for the Graylog. Just save this file. Okay, not allowing to save this file. So I'm saving this file to documents. The txt file is saved. Now go to the downloads. Just change this name. I need the configuration file. Okay. So copy this one and paste to your path. So replace the destination. Give the permission. So installation is done. Now what I'll do, I'll just restart the nxlog service with the command line. So cmd and run as administrator. Here I'll run net stop and next log. So successfully. Now I'll just start. So nx log is starting and started successfully. Now what I have to do, I have to create the system input with the TCP inputs because we are getting the error. You can check with the nx log data and here we're getting the target machine refused, actively refused. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just create the TCP. So go to the Graylog system input. Now I'll create the TCP here winlog TCP, and no need to change anything. So remove this thing. So these things are blank for now. And here, so create input. In previous one, you can able to see the total 4.9 kb we have received, and here we have starting receiving. See, so click on the show received message. You can able to see we are receiving the message from Chirag API. Okay, so you can able to see there is a logs we are about getting the all the logs from the Windows server. Now check the log, Graylog log. Go to the last. Okay, connecting this one. We're not having any error. So it's running, and if not running, then just check with the port and check with the bind address. So follow the process on in the video for the success. Step-by-step process is on there. So please subscribe and like for the more videos. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.